boot-licking, buck-dancing, scratching, shuffling, messy Jesse Jackson, who keep I am a somebody. I am a somebody who keep hope alive. I am a somebody. I don't rightly know who the hell I am, but I am somebody.
And I have not really been able to set up a meeting successfully with him. Certainly there, why don't you be quiet for a minute and let me answer the questions. As difficult as it was, and I didn't mean any disrespect, but I was answering your disrespect. As difficult as it is to even stand up here, don't prompt me, don't push me. You push me to say something that maybe I shouldn't say or wouldn't have said, as Malcolm was probably prompted and pushed too much 30 years ago.
Folks can't defeat you, you said in your speech at Kane. They'll always find some Negro, some boot-licking, butt-licking, buck-dancing, bamboozle, half-baked, half-fried, sissified, punkified, pasteurized, homogenized nigger that they can trot out in front of you. I would ask you, Mr. Muhammad, is Jesse Jackson a boot-licking, homogenized nigger?
To the best of his ability, I believe he tries every day to do that.
Before we even get started, if your seats get too hot for you, don't leave. Just raise up and fan it a little bit and sit back down. Everything will be all right. And to the whites who are in the audience, let me say to you before we even get started, it's going to be a rough ride, buddy. It's going to be a rough ride. You better buckle in. Buckle up, guys. Buckle your seatbelts. If for any reason this auditorium becomes depressurized, automatically oxygen masks will fall from the ceiling. Please make sure to fix the elastic band around your head firmly and put the mask over your mouth and nose first, and then help the white person next to you. I didn't come to Keene College to tiptoe through the tulips. I didn't come to Keene College to pussyfoot. I didn't come to Keene College to dilly-dally or beat around the bush. I didn't come to pin the tail on the donkey. I came to pin the tail on the hunky.
South Africa, we give him, that is to say white people, 24 hours to get out of town by sundown. That's all. If he won't get out of town by sundown, we'll kill every white that ain't right that's in sight in South Africa. We kill the women, we kill the children, we kill the babies, we kill the blind, we kill the cripple, we kill them all. We kill the faggot, we kill the lesbian, we kill them all. You say, why kill the babies in South Africa? Because they're going to grow up and oppress our babies, so we kill the babies. Are you seriously presenting yourself as a man interested in the future of your people with this kind of rhetoric?
I'm just as interested in the freedom of my people as I am in the self-determination or the Kujichagulia, self-development, them being self-defining, self-respecting, and self-defending. If the white man has killed millions of our people, and you cannot deny the undeniable and indisputable and irrefutable truth, fact, proof, and history of their bloodshed there in South Africa, I said it would be merciful if they would leave. I don't agree with a government, a sham government. No man walks out of prison after 27 years and becomes the president unless there's a script and a plan behind the scenes to remove the economic sanctions from whites in South Africa, but no real plan for redistribution of the wealth. The Oppenheimers, the De Beers, and others there sucking the blood of our people. So I said, be merciful. Give them a period of time. Truman gave the Japanese a period of time, but when they didn't comply, he dropped the bomb on men, women, children, and babies.
Let me point this out to you. White people, you should be having this show with one of your own.
white people teach that they are the father of medicine, the father of music, the father of history, the father of philosophy, the father of the sciences, the father of all of the disciplines of the world. I think that is a very ethnocentric and a very racist, white supremacist view. They teach us that angel food cake is white, devil's food cake is black. You wear white to weddings and you wear black to funerals. It's not good to lie, buddy, but if you must lie, it's all right if you tell a little white lie. If one is the black sheep of the family, blackball you, blackmail you. If I go to the pool room for a little game of pool, you got a white shiny ball on the table, knocking the hell out of the black ball, the brown ball, the red ball, and all of the balls of color, and the worst ball on the table is the black ball. If I go to church, you've got a blonde-haired, blue-eyed, pale-skinned, white Jesus, when the Bible says that Jesus is a man with nappy hair and black skin. So white supremacy runs throughout every phase of white society the world over. So my position on this show this morning is not to establish some grandiose and way out black supremacy, but to fight white supremacy and meet it head on.
And do you think most Americans, especially white America, is racist and against you to the degree that you're...
Of course, most white Americans.
What percentage would you say?
The United States government boasts about the fact that it is a government where where the majority rules and the minority has to go along with the majority.
So what degree of Americans...
And so if you have an overwhelming majority of white folks who are so fair and good-hearted in America, why haven't your overwhelming majority of white folks stepped forward to do something about the wretched condition of black people here in America?
Oh, haven't we made some strides in terms of...
No
strides since 1960, none at all.
No, let me say why I mean that.
I would like you to explain that.
During Reconstruction here in America, there was a civil rights bill passed at that time. Black people held all kinds of political positions, and it looked like a period of like a turn after slavery for black people in this country. There was even a voters' rights bill, and all of that was passed. But when white folks got sick of that, they blocked the doors of Congress. They drove black people out of all the political positions. And so 100 years after that civil rights bill, another civil rights bill had to be formed and fashioned. Now we're debating and arguing with George Bush over the voters' rights bill. We already had one. That means it wasn't worth the paper that it was written on. Look at all the treaties that the white man signed with our brothers and sisters, the Red Indian. Treaties that would wrap around the globe and then some, and broke every treaty that he signed with. Well, I'm not going to sit here and let some devil attempt to put me in a position
I'm a devil?
where I'm criticizing my own people.
Am I a devil?
You're attempting some devilishment on this program.
I'm
you
a
want
devil?
me to speak against my sister Oprah Winfrey. Mm-hmm. You want me to speak against my brother Bill Cosby.
No, sir.
You think I'm some lightweight, so you want to push me in a corner to say something against them. That is a devil who would try that.
Oh, so I'm a devil.
You're acting like
I'm
one.
Acting
Are
like
you
a
one?
Devil. No, sir, I'm not a devil.
Well, don't act like one,
so I'm not
Mr.
acting
Hannity.
like one. No, sir, let me tell you.
I will never forget, I will never forgive, 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 we will never forget, we 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 will never forgive. I will never forget these demons, never forget the treason. I will never forget, nor forgive for any reasons. Crackers end up in the trunk. Now I'm reaching for my keys like I'm Thelonious Monk. Alias, hold the pumps. Boom. Grind his body to dust. Olodumare, I trust. Protect my body and such. I raise the bar like I raise my son. We hate crackers, love our people, and we blaze our guns. And I don't joke with Nan Cracker, I don't play with none, nor relate with one. Keep my dignity and save my funds. Befriended crackers with agendas to keep your brain twisted. Put your gender in the blender so you will not remember it. Listen, fuck religion and they superstition. That just as dumb as me believing in they crucifixion. Right authority Like the group is all as minorities, but we the only ones expecting loyalty. But they won't go to war with me. We fighting battles on demand in the hostile land. God demand we follow God's plan, but we marching for concessions. But we are not respected, and by all projections, don't expect it even coming second. Blessed be the name of the ancestors who fought for us. The devil's a lie, don't fall for it. Just remember me, cause my long-term ancestral memory never forget our enemies. Never forget our enemies. I will never forget. I will never forgive. 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 We will never forget. We 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 will never forgive. I will never forget. I 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 will never forgive. We will never forget. We 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 will never forgive.
Wartime, wartime, wartime. Wartime is our battle cry. Dead devils is our obligation. Wartime is our battle cry. Dead devils, dead crackers, dead cracker families, offspring, descendants is our debt ancestrally. So in this war space, I greet you with the warrior words of our 5-star general, war time. So I thought we would open with that wonderful reminder of what the fuck we're doing here. Our mind is the space and the place on this knowledge day that we're going to enter in. Knowledge is the foundation of all things in existence. So let me take a moment to show and prove that. We orient our mind and our psychology based around our cultural and psycho-spiritual inclination. When we look at the gestation process of the womb, that triple stage of darkness, the first thing to form is the head. The first thing to form after the clot is the head. So the head becomes the capstone and the foundation of the edifice that you're building. So when we say knowledge is the foundation of all things of existence, we're not just talking about the ground. We're not just talking about the ground. That solid foundation begins in your head. That's the first universal principle. So the capstone and the cornerstone share the same responsibility in the mind that we are building. The capstone, as it relates to the body and its being, shows, in this instance, that building has begun. When you talk about building edifices, that cornerstone is a signifier that building has begun. And when you're done building, that capstone, that last piece that is placed at the summit or the apex of your structure signifies that the building is complete. So the head down to the toes. Our coming into being, our foundation is our head. And the actualization of that head and the body begins to build. For us to operate in the physical realm, our head slash heart, because y'all say, such and such ain't got no heart. Not the physical muscle in the body, that's still back in the head. They say the brain is the second heart. So when we look at this, we're looking at formulating and orienting our mind in a protective war posture to deal with the first law of nature, which is self-defense. So when we're building from the capstone to the cornerstone and from the cornerstone to the capstone, we are inoculating you on every level of existence, building from the space of a solid foundation. So we're taking, as the Bible says, the stone that the builder refused and transforming it into the stone that the builder accepted. In this war space, with this war posture, we are orienting the psyche and the mind, as all is mental, to manifest in reality a space where we move, we plan, we plot, we strategize, we eradicate with victory in mind. So every single Warrior Wednesday, we are challenging you to prepare yourselves for victory along the path of a retributionary posture through the bloody waters of vengeance. So every Warrior Wednesday, we are challenging you to see what's in you, to reawaken that space of insurrection that exists within you, that you now have punkified, have pussified, and have pushed down deep in you to where you no longer stand, even though you have feet, and no longer move, though you have a body. So pull you out of that dead state and being of self and resurrect you in an insurrection fashion for you to begin to survive. So welcome to the Black Survivor Die series, broadcasting Library Warrior Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it becomes my honor, privilege, and duty at this time to introduce the some and present the others. Our champion, our Black Dragon, our mega neutron bomb, the one who loves us more than we hate our black, treasonous, treacherous, cracker-loving selves, and who has sacrificed 35 years or more in the hells and smells of North America and all over the planet Earth, who has sojourned in the trenches for us, and indiscriminate to the disregard and the disrespect, and indiscriminate to every treasonous act we done committed against our war general. Our war general is still here for us, providing pathways for survival, providing pathways in the way stations on the pathway to victory. He is here. So again, it becomes my honor, privilege, and duty at this time to introduce some, present to others, my George. My George. Our war general. My brother, general, our 5-star general for the Khalid Muhammad Militia, General King Samir Shabazz.
Wartime, wartime, wartime. Black Power, BB for Hodie, death to white supremacy, and every single one of you motherfuckers, all white people, welcome to War Class. So, I want to open up with our day to our greatest flag for warriors, because this flag represents the bloodshed. It represents the black man, the knowledge, the foundation, and it represents the home of the original man. Then I want to go into a few things that we need to talk about. But tonight, I definitely want to take it back to the root of this class. Yeah, I want to take it back to the root of this class. I want to go back to some survival. But we're going to talk about those who live in the projects, those who live in the high-rise buildings. I had a few folks ask what to do in those kind of environments and situations. So I said, here's what I'm going to do for you. I'm going to build on a class for you tonight, just specifically on. So for those who are living in the jets, for those who are in the high rises of the jets or the low rises of the jets, in the compounds of the ghetto, we're going to talk about how to survive in that specific edifice on your terrain. So let's open up with our O'Day, and then we're going to get into some serious info. You dig? Black Power salute. Black Power salute to all of the comrades who are behind enemy lines right now. I'm not talking about no dope selling niggas. I'm not talking about these niggas with pedophile charges, molestation charges. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about Brother Shango, Brother Hannibal, Brother Ozone. Salute, warriors. You will be free. We're going to talk about that in just a little second. But let's go to our O'Day, to our flag, shall we? Here's to the flag of mine, the red, black, and green. Hopes in the future bright, Africa has seen. Here's to the red of it. Great nations shall know of it in times to come. Red blood shall flow of it. Historians shall write of it. Great flag of mine. Here's to the black of it. 800 million back of it, whose destiny depends on it. The red, black, and green of it. Oh, flag of mine. Here's to the green of it. Young men shall dream of it. Face shot and shell for it. Maidens shall sing of it. Waving so high, here's to the whole of it. colors bright and pole of it. Pleased is my heart with it, regardless of what is told of it. Thank Garvey for giving it. Great flag of mine. Ashe. Now, I want to send a Black Power salute to the boldest and the coldest Black woman walking on the planet, Sister Crystal Muhammad, the 5-star general of the new Black Panther Party. None of those other factions matter. General Taco, Black Riders Liberation Party. To my comrades in Azania, South Africa, Israelitu, Brother Chris Sankara, and the warriors of the Azanian People's Liberation Army, and to Chief of Staff of the Khalid Muhammad Militia. Praise ye holy name. Black Power salute and a double wartime salute. Dig, as you continue to hold this line and hold this ground, so that God can come through and just lay the lay and watch the heads just slay. So I want to talk about the upgrading of these mandates of the United States of America. We got a lot to talk about, so get your pens and pads out. Now, as some of you may have seen me posting or even talking about these mandates that we have been telling you for 6 years right here on Do the Knowledge Radio that was going to take place. Once again, I ain't so crazy after all, huh? So, strip clubs, Walmarts, airports, transportation centers in general will be requiring vaccine certificates or vaccination IDs. We told y'all it was coming, but you didn't want to listen. You would rather tune in to young Pharaoh, young weirdo. You would rather tune in to Polite. You would rather tune in to one of these goddamn lead you back to sleep niggas. King Samir just too goddamn hard for you. King Samir don't spare nothing to no damn body. That's too much for you. Child, he just go hard on everybody. Because everybody you follow is a damn joke. And have shown and proven themselves to be a damn joke. But I ain't nobody. I ain't been telling you. I'm just a humble brother who knows better. And choose to do better. So, Walmart employees. Remember a couple classes back, I told you that the United States military now have to be vaccinated. Walmart employees now have to be vaccinated. ShopRite employees, and hey, here it comes. So what you gonna do? And I know some of y'all done took the jukes already. Yes, you did. You got stabbed. Yes, you did. You got the jab. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Because you want to remain a good nigga. You need the white man to continue to give you nothing. So you need that little $8.75 an hour. Where they're trying to push minimum wage to $15 an hour. You niggas think that's a lot of money? Really? For all the blood that black people have given, you think $15 motherfucking dollars is some money? When they still take out 90% of that shit in tax. So you're back to 10% of your own and that damn slave work. You get 10%. The 10%er gave you 10%. The bloodsucker of the poor gave you some blood. And you just a sip. Sipping on that scissor. Now look at you. So all you motherfuckers who took the jab, you know how they talk about this zombie apocalypse shit? You ever stop and wonder where the zombies gonna be coming from? You ever stop to think, you know, remember a few years ago they was talking about these bath salts and shit, making people eat people? Just turning motherfuckers into cannibals? Remember that? So let's stop to think, because a lot of you motherfuckers been acting hella weird since you got that vaccine. A lot of y'all looking weird. Talking weird. You ain't really been talking no revolution talk any damn way, but you're talking weird. Doing weird shit. Wearing weird shit. Oh, I see. I see you, motherfuckers. I see you. I tell you, may not say nothing, but I see you. It's just my humble opinion. I think you motherfuckers get ready to be the zombies. You're the Walking Dead already. Zombified already. Sleep. So now you got an injection to make sure you sleep. Do you know how easy it is for the white man to put a microchip in an injection? Y'all worry about 5G? Shit. I'm worried about white teeth. See, Flavor Flav said, don't believe the hype. Now these niggas talking about sleeve up, backs up or die. Look at how the white man plays with your damn stupidity. I can't even call it intelligence because there's a 85% lack thereof. So, with the new so-called Jew world order, just laying itself over the heads of Negroes, sleep indoctrinated and now injected Negroes, who will stand in a hot ass line all motherfucking day because you've been so programmed to believe in white supremacy. You've been so programmed to fucking believe everything that a so-called white doctor says he's right. You've been so fucking programmed to believe everything the motherfucking Center for Disease Control, who ain't controlled a goddamn thing, can't even control the disease in their own white skin, have fucking programmed you to believe. The white man approved syphilis too. You all forget that? The FDA approved that shit too. Did you forget that? The FDA approved pork. FDA approved sugar. All the shit that's killing black people, FDA approved it. Your collard greens and with your fucking ham cheeks, big old pig head and a big ass pot of collard greens, the FDA approved that shit. Man, better wake up, smell the black coffee. Better smell it. Better smell it. Take a whiff. Listen. Vaccine shit ain't no joke. Do you know or realize how many people are about to lose their lives, their livelihood? I don't think y'all are realizing it. But we've been telling you for the last 6 years. We've been telling you. Get prepared. Because this is going to happen. And the more I say in just a few days, God damn it, the white man and ordered a day soon. So for those who are living in the jacks, in the apartment building, it's very, 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 very vital that you take this shit very seriously. Because I don't think you understand how prone you are, especially in an all-out raid with only one way down. Because you know them damn elevators ain't been working in the last 36 years. So your calf muscles is like really super strength right about now. I know. Damn it, I lived in 46th Street projects, the high rises, 16th floor. Shit. Elevator might work once a year. Might work. So I know what you go through, buddy. I've been there. Hardcore. So there's a lot of safety precautions you have to deal with. A lot. Especially when you're way up there. which is actually a little kind of better, but depends on how you're looking at your situation. Now, the first thing I want to talk about, y'all, in pertaining to bugging in an apartment and just bugging in general, okay? Because a lot of times we allow our surroundings, we allow the things going on a day-to-day basis in our society to affect the way we think, which in turn affects the way we act, which in turn affects the way we move and how we do shit on a daily basis. You dig? So let's talk about morale. Your morale. I see it so much. A lot of us give up hope. We become disgruntled. We become pessimistic. We just become so fucking negative. We become miserable. You just become so fucking depressed. And it becomes a cancer. Especially when we're talking about being in a survival situation in an apartment. So the last thing we need is a motherfucking pessimist. Somebody whining and crying all the time. Boo hoo. Listen, this cipher is too goddamn small. Everybody needs to keep up. Your morale needs to be up. So let's talk about the morale for it. A lot of y'all don't understand what morale is. So let's build on morale for a second. Okay? Never underestimate the psychological effects of losing a loved one or a home or a treasured possession. Everything you know and rely on may be swept away from you in a blink of an eye. Disaster victims will be subject to an enormous amount of stress and may be terrified and terrified, irritable, and exhausted. Now, let me tell you something. When we was in New Orleans, in Louisiana, during Hurricane Katrina, you know, I'm not going to sit here and act like I was a motherfucking super soldier and goddamn, hell no. Listen to me. Listen to me. I've seen shit, okay, that most of y'all would shit your pants even dreaming about. Man, the stress level of comrades. And see, I can bear witness to this, y'all. So this is what I'm going to talk about, my experience. I've witnessed comrades literally lose their fucking minds. I'm talking the hardcore, big buff niggas. Couldn't handle it. Couldn't handle the fact of the instructions of, you know, listen, y'all sit in this car right here at this point. Do not get out of the vehicle for absolutely any reason. You are to secure this point. Let no one pass this point. Use the vehicle to pull up. Now, mind you, we're talking 110 goddamn degrees outside in a little ass Jeep with plastic motherfucking windows. So yeah, it's goddamn pressing hot because the instructions was not to get out of the vehicle. So one of the assholes decides to get out the vehicle and, you know, just do what he felt he wanted to do. So a situation went down. We had to go find this fool who got out the vehicle because we had to leave in a blink of an eye. We got the call, boom, we had to move. ASAP, ASAP. But we couldn't do that because we had to go find this motherfucker first. See what happens when you don't follow instructions? And we was late getting to our instruction where we were supposed to rendezvous. We were late because we had to find this fool. Which in turn, another incident had took place in between that of us being late. Now I'm pissed. But I was in charge of the operation. So I had to keep my cool. So the brother who decided he wanted to break violation, he just wanted to break all kinds of violations, swung on one of the comrades. Because he could not control his emotion. He allowed the stress, he allowed everything going on around him to, number one, make him panic. And he started acting weird, just doing shit to get everybody fucked over. Now you became a liability. So we had to handle the situation. Situation was handled. And I'll just say this, I don't know what happened. Fuck that. I don't know what happened. Panic, being terrified, allowing panic to control you will get you killed. And everybody else around you, because most of those folks are going to be looking up to you. Your children. So if you panic, they panic. So you got to try to keep a level head. This is why we teach you get out and train now. You start practicing these things now. So when your motherfucking power go out, Louisiana is without power right now. I believe in certain places, yeah, without power, they say might not be on for a month and a half, 2 months. That's going to raise people's motherfucking stress level. You know how many people get ready to be hungry? You know how hot it is in Louisiana? Hot it's going to be. You realize people, man, but these are the situations we've been teaching y'all about. Now, try to boost your morale by concentrating on the positive aspects of being alive and your future. Survival is about the will to survive. Are you going to give up and quit like a bitch? Just fucking kill me. Just jump out the window. Just say fuck it. Really? That's not what African warriors do. There is no quit in African warriors. There is no quit in African warriors. There will be a loss of basic services. Situational services. There ain't gonna be no paramedics. There ain't gonna be no goddamn electric company come turn your electric back on. Ain't gonna be no gas company turn your gas back on. It ain't happening. So the sooner you realize this, the better you will be. But this is why we are here, right? Know the people in your hood. Know the people in your hood. Know the who's in your hood. Remember I told you, you got to make allies. Know the people in your hood. Just like you have to know the terrain, you got to know the people on the terrain. Makes sense, doesn't it? You got to know who the gun boys are. Because you're going to need plenty of them. Huh? And they get them quicker the fuck than we do. Ain't that some shit? But unfortunately, at this time, I cannot carry guns. But that's okay. Don't stop nothing I do. It's not going to stop me from surviving. Because I can't carry a gun. It ain't going to stop me from putting these size 8s from some cracker's goddamn spinal frame. Jaw frame or motherfucking Adam's apple, wherever it can go, goddammit. I'm going to get it there. Know the people in your hood. Why? Because you're going to need people in your hood. Learn who the doctors and the nurses are in your hood. Learn the construction workers, the welders, the brothers and sisters who work the water department, the gas department, the electric department. You got to make allies with these folks. Dr. Khalid told us you make certain allies in the police department. You got to know who to talk to in the police department and how to utilize them. How do you think the mob became successful in their alcohol run? Food. You got to do the same thing. I ain't making allies with no pigs. Do you sleep with them? Hello? You sleep with them and defend them. Some of y'all married to them. Hello? Am I saying something wrong? Yeah, I didn't think so. Know the people in your hood. When there's a knock at your door, don't stand directly in front of your door. Nor look out your peephole if you have one. Why not? Number one, if I'm coming to rob you and I know you got food, water, you got everything you need and I need behind that door, first thing I'm going to do is cover the people. Right? So you won't be able to see this big ass gun I got in my hand. 2, I have the ability to just blast through the door. Because if I'm coming to rob you, I'm listening to the footsteps when I knock on your door. You can try to tiptoe all you want. See, I'm a pro at this. So I'm listening for your footsteps. And I already know you trying to look at me through your peephole. So I'm going to cover your peephole, and then I can just have access to your whole entire body frame with my gun at your door. Boom! Blast a hole through the door and blast a hole through you too. And we're talking survival situation. But get into the practice of doing this. So stand off to the side. If you want to let them know, let anybody know you home at all. Don't even answer the damn. Stand off to the side of the door. Who is it? What can I do for you? What do you want? But give yourself enough range to where you got your piece aimed at them and they don't even know it. Because they have their piece aimed at you and you don't even know it. So you take the advantage. See? So while you blasting, you have a better advantage than they do because they can only blast straight through. You have that whole doorway now, the entire doorway from your side. Because now you can kind of gauge on where they're standing, talking, trying to coerce you to open the door. See? So you have to start practicing these kind of things, sisters. Because some of y'all be the main ones that just take your ass right to the door, just fling the door. Next thing you know, a man raping the hell out of you. Stop that shit. Take more security measures for yourself. You living in a damn apartment all by yourself with your children. Because your baby daddy come over whenever the fuck he feel like. I know the story, y'all. Come on. Hey, listen. You ain't fooling me, goddammit. I know. For the most part, you're there by yourself. And if his punk ass is there, he too goddamn scared to do a damn thing. But take more security measures for yourselves, sisters. Stop doing that shit. Just being so comfortable thinking everybody just coming to love you. This is wartime. Motherfuckers are coming to kill you. Because you just opening your damn door to anybody. Plumber, knowing damn well you ain't called no goddamn plumber. We need to come check such and such pipe. No, the fuck you don't. And you don't even open the door. My man is not home. My husband is not home right now. You have to come back when he's home. Not letting you in my damn house to check nothing. Now, minimize, when we're talking about security. A lot of us don't think about these things. As you're prepping your food, because we're talking about bugging in an apartment. So as you're stocking your food, Okay? I know this may sound white, but this shit will save your life. Try to get as little of the gourmet, you know, gracious smelling to have the whole goddamn apartment complex this smelling like a motherfucking Jamaican restaurant. That's not what you want to do. It's not what you want to do. That's a clear-cut sign of come take everything the hell we got. We got plenty food. You smell it? No. No. Minimize your cooking. Perishable foods. Dehydrated frozen foods. Non-GMO dehydrated foods. All you got to do is add hot water. And trust and believe, they got a lot of gourmet joints for you. And all you got to do, add some hot water. So you want to minimize smells in your home. Yes, even the weed too. You want to minimize the weed smell too. Because somebody like me, my nose is bloodhound. Okay? I'm telling you, my nose is my eyeballs. So I smell it. Let me inhale it. And it was Snoop said, you did minimize your smell. Incense and all that kind of stuff. You want to minimize the smell. Because they're open gates. You might as well open your front door. Just let everybody in. Come on, it's a big barbecue. Raid my house. I got enough for everybody. Sound dumb as shit, don't it? The things that you don't think about are the things that you should think about. You dig what I'm saying? Little can of ravioli. You dig? No preservatives, no artificial colors, no artificial flavors, none of that, right? But you know, they make the chicken and the turkey now for those who don't eat beef and all that kind of stuff. Hey, listen, and you can, and goddamn it, don't tell me you ain't grow up on no damn ravioli. You a damn liar. We talking about the projects, nigga. You ate some ravioli. You're probably slopping on some right damn now. 59 cents a can. Basic and practical, y'all. Okay? Minimize the smells in your home. Minimize the amount of people you allow into your home. Okay? Which would take us right into nobody needs to know. The last thing you want to do is be outside running your mouth about all these preps you got in your house. Because somebody like me, I'm listening. I ain't going to say a damn word. I'm always doing recon. I'm always on intelligence operation. See? Nobody needs to know. Shut your ass up. I know you all excited and happy and you just want everybody to know what you got. Come on in. Look what I got. Hell no. Shut up. Nobody needs to know. You don't tell nobody. And it's sad to say even those that you think you can trust the absolute most. Because Negroes have shown and proven themselves to be that damn treacherous to them. So if it ain't your immediate cipher, man, nobody need to know what's going on in your home. You dig? Nobody need to know your wife baking bread just to store for y'all's future. Nobody needs to know. Because the moment somebody else's family starts starving, guess where they come? Didn't such and such say they got enough food for their family for 10 years? Didn't he say they got enough water for their family for 10 years? Didn't he say they got enough medical for their family for 30 years? Hell, that's what we need to go rob. Kill everybody in the house. We taking it all. I'll be damned if we sit here and starve and suffer and dwindle away. Because you refuse to prepare. See? Teach those in your community how to prepare. That does not mean you got to tell them what you got. Hey, buy a couple extra cans of this or whatever you like every week, every month, however you do it. However you get your stamps, every other week. Take 1 week, do all the main house shopping, take the next stamp session and buy all your preps. Map it out just like that every other week. Half and half. Nigga, I ain't cute. We grew up on food stamps. What the hell you talking about? Oh, yes, we did. Yep. Sure did. So don't get cute. But you want to minimize. See? This is why you need to know the people in your hood. Minimize. You don't want that jerk chicken smell going all down everybody. Oh my God. And you know, food smell travels very fast. And where you think it ain't, it is. I can smell motherfuckers cooking chitlins all the way around the corner. I can smell, my nose is dead on it. And I know when they doing it. Every Sunday. Damn Puerto Ricans. It's a slab of pork somewhere on their grill every Sunday. See? So just imagine if I was a swine eater starving, where you think I would be going? Where I know, where I smell that swine every Sunday. So I'm going to plan it out and rob every goddamn body on that Sunday. And me and my family going to eat swine well. See? Don't be that person. Don't be that person. To lead everybody to your shit. Because you want all this gourmet lamb and, you know, special curry and, man, get the fuck out of here with that. We're talking about survival here, all right? We worry about luxury later. Let's defend ourselves and what we have enough to where we can get comfortable. The enemy is dead. Now we can get comfortable. Now we can throw them curry spices on. Huh? Now we can throw the whole goddamn lamb on them. Right? Let's talk about water. Can't stress it enough. In every scenario that we build on, water is vital. Absolutely vital. You cannot get away from it. So, stock up on that water. Them empty gallon containers, fill them up with water. Store them. For every gallon of water, let me give y'all a ratio. Get your pens and pads ready. Let me give you the water bleach ratio so you have no motherfucking excuse on why you're not storing even tap water. No excuse. You can buy the water tablets, water purification tabs, or you can do it the regular way, the good old home-fashioned bleach. Now you probably sitting there saying, who the hell putting bleach in water? Yo ass. You want good, drinkable, purified water? Then you're going to add, for every 1 quart of water, you're going to add 2 drops of bleach. I would suggest you get the little suction bottles, or you know, the little suction you used to stick up your baby nose and suck up all that goddamn snot out your baby nose. Yeah, get one of them. 2 drops of bleach for every quart of water. Are you listening? For every gallon of water, there's 8 drops of bleach. Every gallon of water, there's 8 drops of bleach. So that 1 gallon you just filled up in your sink, 8 drops of bleach. Store it. No excuses. And we talk about this all the time, right? For every 5 gallons of water, you're going to add a ½ teaspoon of bleach. For every 10 gallons of water, you're going to add 1 teaspoon of bleach. For every 50 gallons of water, you're going to add 5 teaspoons of bleach. Purify that water. Store it. Get busy. I don't care how big the container is. God damn it, put water in it. Freeze some. So when the power goes down, you got some frozen solid blocks of ice. Okay? You let that cool. Man, listen. We're going to work this thing. We're going to work this thing. You're going to survive fucking with me. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about that. But you got to listen. Stop thinking you know it all. You learned how to build a goddamn tent yesterday. Now you want a whole survival class. Sit your ass down. Get that water built up in your home. ASAP. Now, you must learn situational awareness. How to look for things to happen and even possibly predict them to happen. Things that are going on around you on a daily basis that you might not pay so much of attention to until you see something else. Learning what's going on around you, even out in the woods. Situational awareness is vitally important, especially when we're talking about the hood. Learn what is going on around you. Even if you gotta put a damn scanner app on your phone. Listen to what your enemies are doing. Listen to how they're moving. You should be listening to the emergency preparedness channel. Huh? Learning what's going on with the weather around you, especially if you know you live in a goddamn hurricane area. You should be the main one. Always preparing an evacuation route. Because you're stupid as fuck to stay in a category 4. Now, let me Let's talk about that for a hot second. Let's talk about that for a hot second. I want to break down, I want to give you an understanding of the categories of hurricanes. Okay? Because I don't want you to get misconstrued nor misinformed. That's what this class is all about, right? Okay. A category 1 hurricane is this. Wind speeds 74 to 95 miles per hour. Expected damage, very widespread. Branches and limbs are down. Damage to gutters, shingles, and sidings. Hurricane Irene was a category 1. Okay. Category 2. Wind speed 96 to 110 miles per hour. Type of damage or expected damage, severe. Type of damage, widespread roof damage occurs, extensive power outages. Example, Hurricane Arthur, 2014. Category 3 hurricane. Wind speed 111 miles per hour to 129 miles per hour. Expected damage, extreme. Type of damage. Most buildings are damaged and some homes are completely destroyed. Hurricane Katrina, 2005. Category 4. Wind speeds 130 to 156 miles per hour. Bruh, I don't think y'all understand. When you're driving 55 miles an hour down the highway, the velocity of the wind, that's a lot of pressure, right? Okay. Air weighs 3.5 pounds per cubic foot. So imagine the wind speed, even at 95 miles per hour, family, is devastating enough to tear down trees and throw limbs everywhere. Big trees. 2021 Hurricane Ida. Category 4. Some reports say 156 miles to 170 miles per hour. That would be a category 5. 157 miles plus. So anything over 156 miles is a category 5. Y'all seen the damage done? In Louisiana, once again? We're talking 130 to 156 miles per hour, though. That is huffing and puffing and blowing your motherfucking house open. So, being in an apartment, you have a bit more stability. Okay? For one, there's less windows. Unless you living in this lavish ass glass goddamn apartment, which I find very stupid. For people to have this glass, you're not thinking security, which most folks don't. I don't want all that shit. Because that makes me an easier target. Not only to the white man, but to nature itself. It's just dumb. So you want to fortify your home, your apartment as much as you possibly can. Okay? So even in your apartment, you want to shelter in, go to the most safest room in your apartment, which will most likely be that middle room in the apartment that got one goddamn window. Okay? And that's the hottest damn room in the apartment with that one window, but it's less you have to worry about. Okay? So just certain things, man, to just build on and just think about, right? So the loss of basic services, situational awareness, sanitation. Let's talk about sanitation really quick because that's vitally important. Okay? Vitally important. Now, for the most part, if you're in an apartment, you know, you're going to have to get creative. There's going to be no running sanitation, no running sewage, right? Sewage system is done up. How are you going to maintain? So you got options. You got the good old toilet bucket, trash bag, but then you're still going to have to deal with the waste out of the bucket or the bag. You're going to have to bury it somewhere. So you're going to have to be digging some serious holes for your latrine or your bathroom area. Now, do not dig your hole anywhere from 200 feet on up near a water source. Don't do it. Now you will contaminate your water source. Yes. So you want at least 200 feet or more away from your water source. Okay? To build your bathroom system, which is going to be nothing but one long ass hole, deep hole. I was roughly, you know, we was taught at least 2 to 3 feet. But you're talking about more than one person. So I would say roughly, if humanly possible, which it is, give yourself at least a good 10 to 12 feet deep. 200 feet away from your water source. Okay? And if you don't have a water source, don't worry about it. Okay? But give yourself at least 10 to 12 feet. Why? Because now that gives you more time for everybody to do what they got to do instead of digging 20 million holes every day. Okay? Now, establishing security watch is vitally important. If you're a couple, you could do the one man on, one man down. Meaning one man on watch, the other man is down, resting, getting prepared for watch. So you're taking shifts. Queens, you're going to have to learn how to goddamn use some weaponry. Serious weaponry. Okay? You're going to have to protect your man while he's sleeping. And he's going to have to protect you while you sleep. And you got to be on point. You can't make no excuses about it because this is your goddamn life we talking about. Oh, I'm tired. I don't feel like it. I'm high as hell right now. Huh? How you worried about getting high and it's goddamn people coming to take your shit? You got to be on point, man. You got to be on point. And that's coming from a stoner. You got to be on point. Got to know when to turn on and when to turn the fuck off, yo. Your life is at stake, man. You just up here, just dabbed out your damn mind. Thinking nothing gonna happen to you. Shit. Welcome to war, baby. Welcome to war. So listen, y'all. You know, just a few tactics, a few techniques. I want to give you a quick product list. Things you can start building up on. I'll kind of give you this every week, little checklist. Food, of course. Non-perishable foods, high protein foods, need little or no cooking. Enough food to at least last for 3 to 5 days. Okay. Special dietary requirements, baby foods. You gotta stock. You gotta plan for that. Okay. Now, non-breakable eating, drinkable utensils, water containers, plastic, paper, plates, paper cups, stuff like that. Stuff that you can burn to prevent buildup. Again, sanitation, right? You also want to get water purifying tablets, as we just talked about the importance of water. Bottle opener, can opener. Man, you'll be surprised as to how little of a fucking can opener can mean so much to somebody. Seriously. Camp stove. Little pocket stoves. Okay? And I will show you those next week. I don't have them directly on hand. But we're going to be talking about more about urban survival. So I'll definitely have that on hand. While it's in my face and while it's actually in my hand, get yourself a good solar power generator. Phone charger. Okay? This has a flashlight on it. Also, multifunctional gear, right? As we always talk about. Okay, flashlight is very bright. There's your solar panel there, and boom, USB chargers. Charge up your phone, your laptop, all kinds of little things. Your lights, your headlamps, flashlights. You understand what I'm saying? So always. First of all, get one of these. Always keep it on your person. Every day. This should become a part of your EDC kit. Every day you should be carrying this solar power phone charger. Every day. Carry it. Every day. No excuses. Because the last thing you want to happen when you need that cell phone, the absolute goddamn most. And it goes blink. And I don't know why folks wait. And I mean, that's just some lazy shit. You wait until your phone goes on 1% and starts blinking to decide to put the goddamn charger on. That's just lazy as hell. Keep your phone charged. Keep your phone charged over 50%, at least 50%. Okay? Keep your phone charged at least 50%. Just like you should always keep at least half a tank of gas in your car. You should not be riding around your goddamn vehicles bone dry. You put more stress on your vehicle, and then when something happens and you need that damn, boy, listen, keep gas in your car. You do not want to get caught out there with no gas, stuck some goddamn where in somebody else's hood you know nothing about. And it's already volatile outside. You don't want that, all right? So, flashlight, extra batteries, candles, matches, fire extinguisher, get a fire blanket. Adjustable wrench, turn off the gas and water main, toilet paper, disinfectant, right? Plastic, dustbin bags, bucket to use for a toilet, first aid supplies, sanitary needs, whatever you could possibly think that you're going to need, but these are just some supplies. Basic stuff, duct tape, trash bags, extra lighters. You're gonna need these things, man. Shea butter. Stock up on shea butter. Trust me. It's nothing like a nice wash and being able to put that shea butter on. See, we always out in the woods. Sometimes, you know, we go for days. Just in survival mode. When we finally take that wash, man, and put that shea butter on, oh, goodness. Feels so good, man. So just, you know, something to have some comfortability for your skin and keep your skin intact. Nobody said you got to look like a damn reptilian because you're trying to survive. Take care of yourself at the same time. All right? Hygiene products, hygiene products, hygiene. Take care of your hygiene. All right? So, class, with that being said, I love you more than you hate your black self. Thank you for tuning in. And, you know, just some tips. But you is now your job to go and add on. Take what we just gave you and add on. That's your assignment. You dig? That's your everyday assignment. This is just a base. This is just a starting point for you. You dig? So tune in every Saturday, 2 p.m. Eastern Time, when we're in the cipher. Because again, a lot of times we be in places, man, that has really fucked up to no reception. So it's kind of hard for us, you know, to try to get somewhere where it's reception and be at, it gets a little bearing on us at times. All right. So stay tuned though. Stay tuned every Saturday, 2 p.m. Keep tuning in. You know what I'm saying? Every Wednesday, 7 p.m. right here. Do the Knowledge Radio. Thank you for tuning in. You are now free to go back to your regularly scheduled cooning program and go back to your cooning activities. Until then, stop cooning. Wartime.
Yeah. Now we gonna tell them. Night in front. We tell them like this, yo. I'm an African. I'm a African. I'm an African. I'm a African. Yeah, y'all like that? So no more. This man's mind is open. I'm an African. I'm a African. I'm an African. I'm a. Let's get back to the motive is best developed by recognizing the common enemy.